Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I am the founder of Harply. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of learning to play the harp. I'm so excited that you have chosen the starter harp. Today, I'm going to show you what you're going to find in your starter harp kit, including how to get it set up for success. One of the things you'll notice is that on the box is your harp's serial number. It will also be inside the harp, but this is unique to your harp, so you may want to write down that serial number so that you'll have it later on if needed. Now we're ready to open up the box and see what's inside. First, we want to pull out the loose papers you'll find inside. Here you'll find information about what to do if anything in your kit is broken or missing, because we want to make it right for you. Next, you'll find information about how to set up your harp, how to tune it, which is very important to do before you try to play, and then of course, learning how to play. And we've made it very easy. You can use a QR code or you can just type in the website. On the back is a little letter from me thanking you for your purchase. And you'll find information about all of the resources that we have created for you on our website, including online videos to help you play, interactive learning where you can submit yourself playing and a harp instructor can give you actual, real, personalized feedback. You can sign up for live lessons over Zoom with a harp instructor, and you can of course interact with our online community as well. And the last thing that you'll find is a string chart for your starter harp. This is very important because even brand new harps break strings. It's just part of playing any musical instrument. And so this is going to help you when it comes time to change your first string. Now let's get the harp out. Let's take a look at what the pockets contain first, and then I promise we'll get to the best part, which is the harp, in just a minute. First, we're going to open this large pocket in the front, and you'll notice that when it unzips, it can go completely open flat, which allows you to have easy access to everything inside. First, you're going to find a complete set of spare strings. Now this is a big deal because, as I said, even though it is a brand new harp, strings can break at any time. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with the harp. It doesn't mean you did something wrong. They can just break. So it's important to always have on hand a full set of replacement strings so that you're not waiting for one to come in the mail and unable to practice in the meantime. This box contains an extra string for every single one on the harp, and on the back you have an additional string chart where you can actually check off when you use a string so that when you're ready you can order some more. Now let's look at the first of the three ways that you can play your starter harp, which is the lap bar. This is going to be the longest of the pieces of wood in here. It will have a handle as well as this small bar below. And we'll take a look at how you use that in just a minute. The next piece is this large piece on the bottom. You can just lift the elastic over it. And this is the base for our patent pending adjustable play stand, which I'm really excited about. You'll see the connector right here, as well as the handle that you can use to adjust it. And on the bottom are 3 holes where we're going to screw in our 3 adjustable legs. The legs have a little metal piece that sticks out, so the easiest way to take them out is just pull them straight rather than trying to stuff them through the elastic. It doesn't matter which leg goes in which hole because they're all the same, so you're just going to screw them in one at a time. These legs make it really easy to transport your harp by being able to quickly unscrew them and pack them away in your harp bag for travel. Once you have the legs on there, it'll sit nicely on the floor, ready to receive your harp. Now this is the front of the harp. If you are transporting this, you want this logo to be sticking up because that is going to protect the levers, which are an important part of the harp that we'll look at in a few minutes. I can move the harp with this handle, or I also have a shoulder strap for putting it over my shoulder to transport it. On the back here, you'll find the music pocket. This one doesn't unzip all the way because you don't want your music to fall out, but inside is enough space to slide your Learn the Harp books or a notebook of music. You will also find our third way to play the starter harp, which is with our harp strap. So this strap is adjustable so that the harp can be worn by either a child or an adult. If a smaller person is wearing it, you're going to want to tighten it like this, or if you need a little bit more space, you can loosen it and get as much space as you need. This is going to allow you to play it standing up. The next thing that you'll find in your bag is your tuning key. This tuning key is important, so do not lose it. This is going to help you get your strings sounding beautiful. Now the harp will not come tuned because the strings will be loose so that they don't break in transit. So you will need to watch the video on how to tune the harp before you start playing. And this is the key that you're going to need to do that. The other thing that's going to help you tune up this harp is our online tuner, which you can find on your dashboard on harply.com. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, we're ready to get out our starter harp. You've got two zippers here, and they can go all the way down, which is going to make it the easiest to getting out the harp. Here is your starter harp. You'll find that the easiest way to get the harp out is by lifting the top. If you try to lift the bottom, it's going to feel like it's stuck. So grab right here and lift this direction. And you can put your other hand underneath into one of these sound holes and it'll come right out. Once you have your harp out, you'll notice that it can't just be set down as is. However, we have these rubber bumpers on the bottom of the sound box. This will allow you to turn the harp sideways and safely and easily set it down so that it won't fall. To put the harp strap on your harp so that you can play it standing up or walking around, you're going to take the part of the strap that says Harply, and you'll notice there's a hole and a slit. You're going to slide that slit over the fastener until it's completely around it. It might be a little stiff the first time, but once you do it several times, it'll go on very easily. Then you're going to adjust it to whatever length you need, and you can keep adjusting this once you have the harp on, but you'll probably want it to be a little looser than it is when it comes. And making sure that you don't have it twisted up, you want to keep it going the same direction. We're going to take the other side and we're going to attach it to the second fastener. So this one is found right up at the top of the harp. Again, we have a hole and we have a slit. So we're going to press that so that it goes over the fastener. You can kind of move it like this if it doesn't quite want to go. And then you're ready to wear it. Once you have those on, you want it to go on the same side of the harp where the levers are. If it's on the other side, it's not going to work. So you have to kind of pull it around, loosen it if you need to. So you have a little bit of space here. And then you're going to basically wear your harp. So I'm going to stick my left arm and my head in it. Even if you're left-handed, this is the way that you're going to do it. And then it should kind of sit like that. If yours doesn't look like this, if it's super tight or if it's hanging really loose, take it off, tighten or loosen the strap until you have a comfortable fit where you can basically take your hands away and it'll stay right there pressed up against your body. Now we're going to remove the strap, and I'm going to show you the second way to play it with the lap bar. To install the lap bar, you're going to want to turn the harp so that the sound box is up with the sound holes, and this needs to be loose. So loosen the handle so that you have plenty of room. If you loosen it too far and it comes all the way off, it's okay, just put it back on. But you want it to be pretty loose so you have a nice gap for it to go into the harp. We're going to place it in the bottom hole, and where exactly depends on the size of the person playing it. I like it at the top of the bottom hole. So I'm going to put it in, and then both my lap bar and the bar underneath are going to go side to side, and then I will tighten it down, making sure that that bar underneath is going across the harp, not up and down, because I want it to hold this nice and tight against the harp. Once the lap bar is on securely, you can turn it and place it on your lap. The lap bar is going to go across your knees, and you want to make sure you're on a chair where your knees aren't too angled so that it slides off. Here, I can scoot forward on my chair a little bit, and now my knees can support the harp, and it can even sit on my shoulder without my hands, and this is going to keep it from falling. Once you're done playing, you can put the harp back on your lap, loosen this a little bit, and it'll slide right out. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the harp to our innovative patent-pending adjustable leg play stand. This is our third way to play the harp. First, you're going to want to make sure that this handle is nice and loose, just like we did on the lap bar, so that it has room to swivel. Secondly, you're going to want this piece to be turned up and down. That is so that the harp will fit on it right here. If it's turned side to side, it's going to hit the sound bar, but this way it'll slide right in. You'll also notice that this bottom bumper fits securely into that hole. So if you have it all the right direction, the harp should sit perfectly on the stand. Now, we don't want to play with it like that because it could easily fall off, so we're going to attach it. Once your harp is sitting on the play stand, you need to securely fasten it so that it doesn't fall off. Remember, we loosened this handle as far as it'll go. That will give you room for the inside piece to swivel and go from vertical to horizontal, which is going to secure the harp to the stand. It doesn't have to be perfectly horizontal, but it needs to turn enough that it's going to grab the wood part of the harp and not just come right back through the sound hole. So once you have it turned, you can tighten it up. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So we'll tighten this. Again, it doesn't have to be so tight that you strip the screw, but you want it to be secure. So here I can see that the harp is nice and secure and it's not going to fall off. You can also pick it up and the stand comes with you. Now we're ready to adjust the legs to your unique height and needs. To get the harp at the height that is right for you, we're going to adjust the legs. You can do this with the legs off, or if you already have it attached to your harp, you can do it with them on. The legs come out in 1-inch increments. You're going to press this metal button and then pull it out. And you'll see that there are little notches that lock into place. Once you have let go of the button, it's going to lock. If you need it to be more, press it again and pull it out, and it will once again lock into place. If you need less, press it, push it in until it locks wherever you want. It's important that you adjust all 3 legs to the same height so that the harp doesn't become off balance and tip over. For example, if I want to have, say, 3 of these little pieces showing, I can make sure this one's on 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now when I set the harp down, it'll be safe and secure. You're going to learn what's the right height for you, your body type, and the chair that you're sitting in, and then you can adjust the legs before you screw them onto the play stand, since it'll be the same for you each time. This harp is now at a great height for me to play it with my height and the chair that I'm sitting on. To put the harp away, make sure that it's unzipped all the way on both sides. Then you're going to take the bottom of the harp and slide it in first, all the way. Once the bottom is in, you can slide the top part in as well. It might seat right all the way in, or you can just shove it in a little bit like that. Once those two parts are in, this top piece should go in like butter. Then you can put this front flap, zip it up, and you're ready to go. Now that your harp is all set up, it's time to get you set up for success in your harp learning journey. Click the button below and I'll see you in our next video.